Hello guys, it's Ryan Horton's Gaming here, and today I'm going to be bringing you the top 5 worst maps ever made in Call of Duty history. That's on Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2. Surprisingly enough, Black Ops 2's only got one map, but let's jump into the rest. Firstly, my first map, which is at number 5, which is Dialyze. Dialyze is probably, it's good but not good, because the thing is, you try and get a perk, but the lifts keep moving around, and if you put in the pack, if you put a weapon in the pack-a-punch machine, which is also in a lift, and you spend £5,000, then all of a sudden the lift goes up a floor, down a floor, then you lose your gun and you lose 5,000 points. It's just terrible. And then over 6 people seem to have learned how to do ninja karate stuff, and it really aggravates me how they've done that. I mean, it's just not a good map, and also it's pretty hard not to fall. I mean, it's literally the glitchiest map ever. I mean, you could probably go into a corner and probably the zombies would probably go the opposite direction. It's just really glitchy, really laggy and horrible to play. It's really cramped and there's a lot of narrow corridors. It's really stupid. There's one area you can rate train, but you need good perks and weapons off your survivor. And the Who's Who perk that's been put in that map's a horrible perk. It's like quick revive, but you have to go and revive yourself, and that's if you're lucky to actually get there alive, because you get pissed with about 20 bullets, and it's just terrible. I mean, what is the actual point of publicly releasing that map? This is a waste of time, waste of the developers' time. They shouldn't have made it. Overall, that is why it's number 5. And also, it's lucky not to be probably number 2 or 3, because the other maps are that bad that Dialyze is actually better than the others. Probably, I don't know, it's just such a bad map though. It was just a waste of time. I mean, what was the point? What were the developers thinking? I mean, when I look at the gameplay, it's just you can turn the power on in round 1 or 2 or whatever. What's the point? There's no challenge to it. It's just stupid. And yeah, you deserve to be at number 5. You deserve to be on that list. You should have thought about what you were making, not making some Chinese. It's just horrible. Right, so that is why Dialyze is at number 5. So yeah, that is about it. In at map number 4 is the map Dead Ops Arcade. This map was an absolute stupid idea. It's like as if they wanted to go back to like the 1980s or 70s. The graphics were terrible. If you were playing an online or with your friend, you couldn't see which character you were because they're horribly marked. It's like, this just makes no sense, and if I was controlling my character, then I'd come past with another. I might get confused, and then I might be getting killed by loads of zombies while I'm thinking I'm controlling the other character. And also, it's just crammed, there's too many zombies, it goes on forever, there's a space monkey in it for some reason, you have to kill in the end. It was a horrible idea, stupid waste of time. What they should have done, instead of making that horrible map, they should have made something good. They should have made Ascension instead of that, and they should have brought something after Moon to make the game a bit better, because Dead Ops Arcade is stupid. I mean, I was going to put this as number 1 at first because there was no point, but then I realised there's 2 maps that just beat the rest by an absolute mile. I hate playing the map. It has nothing good about it, nothing to do with the story. Stupid, like back into the 1980s, too old-fashioned. They should have made it in the first place, and yeah, that's about it. And also, Trail, this is a message for you. You have got no life. I'm sorry, you've got no life to make a map like that in this century. If you're making a Dead Ops Arcade, you could have made it more interesting. Like, instead of, it should be if it was first person, it would have been so much better. But no, it's still like a spectator mode. It's like a just horrible idea. Okay, horrible idea. So yeah. Also, just don't, if you ever get Black Ops 1 and you try this map, you'll see what I mean. Horrible map. And also you have to like prestige to get a waste of a map. I had to work so hard to prestige, then I get Dead Ops Arcade as my reward. great map, that. Great map. Best map. Just, no. So, if you're, yeah, that is, I've lost, I'm out of words. In at number 2 is the map 5, which is based on the Pentagon. You get the Kennedy and whoever other characters are. This map was one of the worst maps just ever. It had a scientist that nicked your guns. It was dead cramped and tight space. It had stupid teleporters that would just take you anywhere and get you nowhere. You might as well just walk around that yourself. It was just a horrible idea. I didn't understand it. The music was Eminem and Pink, I think, and it really annoyed me how they put them two singers as the main song for this map, because what's the point? Waste of time. I had no Easter egg to it, nothing to do with the story. Well, apparently it did, but it just didn't to me. The guns were the guns that you got in the box were terrible. The windy ice gun was horrible as well. I barely had any ammo. Just horrible. And if you were lucky enough to kill that scientist guy, I'm telling you, I just hated the scientist so much. All he did was nick your guns and he was impossible to kill. That's just, what's the point of having something that's impossible to kill? The only way you're going to kill that scientist is if you cheat and go on the table and the glitch, and that's been patched as well, which probably, that was probably the best part of the map. You get your glitch on the table. This is quite depressing as well because you're not going to tell me to it. But killing that scientist on the table took me so long. When he was just in front of me, I had to keep shooting for hours. It was just really boring and depressive. It took me about 20 minutes to kill him, and then as my reward, I get a half price in the Pack-a-Punch machine. Wow, I mean, that really helped. Jesus, just horrible idea. And another thing is, what was there's 6 doors and only 4 in the beginning of the map. There's about 6 of those barrier things, only 4 of them are used. What's the point of having 6 of them? Only 4 of them are used. Makes no sense to me whatsoever. Wasted the developers' time, wasted my time. Shouldn't have been a map. We should release something a lot better than that. And I'm glad it was free. You have to pay for that garbage, because the next map after this is going to make me so angry. You may hear a few bad words because of how bad that map was. It was just horrible. But there's another thing about this map as well. I didn't understand when, as soon as you turn the power on, the Nova 6 people come in. Where did they come from? I mean, just stupid. And when you're in those science labs in the 3rd floor or whatever it is, you're dead. And also the Pack-a-Punch room, stupid idea as well, because it's just a load of garbage. It's worse than the first room, and makes no sense to it. And basically, once the door's open, you're dead, because if you go in the teleport, you probably teleport someone really stupid as normal. And that's about it for 5, and yeah, that is why 5 deserves to be number 2. Is it number 2 or 3? Hold on. 3 on this, no, yeah, it's 3 on this list. To be honest, I should have really put it higher in the list, but the next 2 just outsmart them all. Went 10, and I'm sorry about this, but I know I went at 10 seconds into the Rooks video. I do apologise. I really don't care. That map was terrible, but this map, the Rooks, if that's how you even say it, was probably one of the worst, and I hated it so much, and it's number 2 on the list. Reason: ridiculously small, waste of money if you bought it as a DLC for Black Ops 1 or World at War. It's just a horrible map. It was dead crammed. You couldn't get around it, and if you're on solo, you wanted to spawn in the room that actually had the quick revive and to actually help you survive. And it was just terrible. I mean, you flushed the turret 3 times to turn the song on. The power room was ridiculously small for a power room. It was a bit of a stupid waste of time. This stupid laugh comes on. It was a pretty appalling idea. I absolutely hated the whole map. It was all just no point. And if people say this map is good, you've got problems. I mean, it was just depressing, dull. About 12 people actually on that map, if you're lucky. It was just nasty idea altogether, really. Had no good Easter egg to it, and for some reason on Black Ops 1, apparently these people change into different people, because apparently the main Taki and Nikolai were in this map. No, they weren't. On the World at War edition, there's these other guys. No sense to me at all. Let's think of something else to take the mick out of this map. Oh yeah, unexpected. If you couldn't rate train on this map at all, you were lucky to, because basically the only way to survive is try to run around the map and keep going around. But no, zombies just come in front of you, you get surrounded. There's no point, it's all diggly diggly do. There's no big room, it's just too crammed. They should have thought about that. They should have that courtyard as an area, but no, they just thought there'd be a big building, a big circle, dead narrow corridors. I know it's a challenge, but no one likes that challenge. It's just too hard, and everyone hated that map. I think, look on the internet, it got one of the worst ratings ever. But the other map, in my opinion, is still worse, which is coming up next. But Baruch still is bad that I can say the word. It's just a horrible map, horrible idea. There's no point in releasing it into the general public. They might as well have just. I'd rather have had Shiner, Numa, or Dialyze. They were good maps, I have to admit. Treyarch, some of the old maps were pretty spectacular, but no, not Baruch. Worst of the World at War by a mile. I know Nazi and Totem may have been small and crammed, but the mystery box stayed there forever. It had good camping spots where you could hold your ground. The Rux has none of that because it's too crammed. All there is zombies come from every direction, and Nazi and Totem's a lot better of a map overall. I do apologise if you disagree with this. You can leave it down in the comments if you disagree. Give me all the hate you want, I really don't care. This is just my personal opinion, not yours. And yeah, that's about it for Overlooked. Right, this is number 1, guys. My worst hated map from Call of Duty is Shrang, however you say it. Oh my god, this map was, God honest truth, stupid, horrible, too annoying. I'll explain why it's annoying. Firstly, if you're trying to get a power up, you're lucky to get it because this stupid little mini load of monkeys come and nick them, and apparently it's meant to help you because they change. When you kill them you get a better one. No, you don't get a better one. I wanted the double points and I get a flipping hammer thing, which is a useless power up as well because there's no point of it in the high rounds anyway. It gives you about 5 more seconds. Big deal. And another thing is that stupid fire zombie that blows up in your face when you're near it and kills all your zombies and you get no points. And the fire's just there for about 20 minutes, doesn't move. And there's a stupid shrieker zombie that blinds you to death and annoys me, and I don't like it. Also, the traps on it are horrible, slows you down too much. And yet, if you're in the high rounds, you're in that thing where you basically crawl through it and warp, you're dead because the zombies can apparently run through it, and you can just stand there crouching. That if you've got Shrieker zombie on you, you're dead. The Easter egg on it's ridiculously too difficult. It's just a disaster. I tried it with my mates there a few weeks ago. It was not good. It's horrible. And getting the pack-a-punch machine is even a challenge. You have to do loads of stuff with that. The horrible. It's just in general, when you go to that waterfall place, as you might see in the video, and you've got only a few points, you're dead. They spawn out of the ground everywhere, and it's just unbalanced. There's no balance to it, and I die in this video at the end, even though you probably might see it or might not see it, I can't remember. I die because the zombies just spawn right up your face, and you have nowhere to run. They're slow and horrible, and this is what the Treyarch say, the best rate train place. No, it's not. It's the water's all getting in your way. Just a horrible idea, and they need to seriously think about what maps they're making. Because I'm sorry, but when I do the top 5, which will be next week, on like Tuesday or something, I'm going to show you what good maps are all about. Not all this rubbish. Not even close. But yeah, guys, that is about it for my top 5 worst zombie maps ever. I hope you agree with this, because if you don't, there's something wrong with you. Because those maps were an absolute disaster to the public, shouldn't have been released, and were just horrible to play, review, look at, etc. So thank you very much for watching. If you haven't liked or subscribed already, please do so, and I'll make a top 5 best zombies maps, best weapons in the box, I'll do best multiplayer maps of COD history, etc. So yeah, thank you very much for watching.